All right. Hey, sorry, gang. 2 seconds. I can fix this. I had a ton of crazy issues. We're almost there. 1 second. Woof. Bingo. Fine. What a morning. Let's get everybody in here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for your patience. I certainly do apologize. We've had a crazy morning, but tech is always a gremlin, and today it certainly was. So, oh my gosh, I've wasted 9 minutes. I don't want to waste any more time. You guys know the game. Welcome to OFA. It's a pleasure to have you. Let's get into questions. Sarah's hand is first. Let's hop over. Hey, Sarah.
Hi everyone. Hi Dante. I wanted to ask you questions about my funnel. May
Yep.
I share my screen?
Yes, let me get you set up right now. Beautiful. You already did it. Let's do it,
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay. So here, this is my webinar funnel, and I do it on every Wednesday, and it's not perfect yet, but I do it anyway.
Oh, I'm curious. Why do you do it on Wednesday, Sarah?
Because I'm for now I have another course on Thursday till June. Then I'll be
Cool.
able to switch it back. But for now, I'm
Cool.
engaged.
No worries. That's great.
So I have a question about this because for now I use the Calendly I had so that people could subscribe and answer questions. So I didn't change that because I'll change later and I'll see, and it's settled. It's okay.
Cool.
And here I've prepared the replay page so that they would be able to see the replay, and then the order form. There we go. I still can't use payment AI, so I'll see later. But now I have to work in and get some cash, so I'll change later. So this
Mm,
is a Stripe button, so it works.
nice.
I had
Great
this,
workaround.
yeah, I had this sale this week, so it's okay. It works,
Nice,
and
Sarah.
yeah,
Hey, so you made a
that's
sale.
cool.
That means you made over $1,000 already, correct?
Yeah, but I have to wait
Yeah.
for a month to, to apply for the 1 award. So I watched the application, and I have to wait for a month so that it would be non-refundable, that kind of stuff. So
Yes.
I'm on it.
Good. Great. Congratulations.
Thank you. So now, sorry. For now, this is the path I can give them when they come from the funnel, the webinar. I give
Yeah.
them the link to go there. But from my website, I've started to change my website for just one and one only training. So this is this one, and I was wondering here, where
Mm-hmm.
do I send them? Do I send them on the other funnel with the replay, and then they can buy,
Uh-huh.
or do I send them? Do I create another here? Do I send them here on the replay page, and then it pitches for the training, or do I create another video sales page or something so that when they click here, they can read or see, or I don't know, before they buy. So,
That's a great question, Sarah. Really simple answer. They go to the webinar registration page.
Okay. So
That webinar registration page, as you change the webinar each week, you
yeah.
set the event on that page, right? So that's your one page. All traffic goes there. Why? Because when they go to that webinar registration page, you have workflows attached. So your workflow is going to now tag them as registered for the webinar or whatever tag you have. And now you can automate emails. So you want to send them there to get them tagged, because if they go buy, then you'll be able to see, oh, wow, they bought, they registered, they bought, awesome. Just send them my fulfillment emails. But if they go watch the webinar and then they do not buy, we can have our resale workflow kick in, where now it pumps them back in to get more sales. All that happens, just send them right to the registration page. That's your webinar backend that does all that.
Okay, so if I understand, because for now the registration page was this one for on Calendly,
Well,
and
they
I've
get to that after they register on your opt-in, your webinar registration page. That's after they do
uh,
that, then they get here, right?
I would send the link directly here actually. So I don't know. Would I? Uh, I feel like I'm not following the exact path actually.
Uh-huh. Let's go look back at your webinar registration page. Yes.
This would be this one.
Yes, first page, correct. Okay, and the button opens the pop-up. So open your pop-up. Beautiful.
I forgot to change it actually. Oops.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but here's where they give their name and email. This, your webinar registration page, Sarah. This is where you want to send them, because this page is connected to all of your workflows. This is where you tag them. This is where, most importantly, you generate that contact, the name and email. If you sent them right to the webinar broadcast page where they could watch the video right away, well, then you don't get their email or their name, and you don't tag them. Most importantly, you don't them. So you don't really know who registered for the webinar and who watched the webinar. You don't have all that data. So
Yeah.
you just send them all right to the webinar registration page. And then after they register, then you can send them that Calendly link.
Okay, so here they register and I submit and then I'm able to go to the Calendly page, right?
There you go. Lovely.
Okay. And then I have to do the workflow here to create a workflow here with the
Yes.
tag and then the abandoned cart or that kind of stuff or
Well, the first thing we need to do is get them to, they registered, but now we want to make sure they show up to the webinar. So
yeah.
you're right. The workflow first will tag them. Then second, send an email.
Yeah.
And that email should be, thank you so much for registering for the webinar. We can't wait to see you and share all these great things with you. Make
Okay.
sure to click this link and choose the date that you want to show up to. Right? It's just redoing the same thing.
Okay.
We got them to register. Now the main thing is we want them to show up.
Yeah, okay. So there is a last thing I'm not sure I understand properly. Um, why would we, I mean, a moment I heard Russell talk about a new funnel or a new register page every week. I don't understand why actually.
Yes,
Or
so you could just make a new registration page, and then that new registration page has your new event tied to it. Because each week, are you using Zoom for your webinars?
yeah,
Yeah, so are you making new Zoom links and making Zoom
no.
webinars for each one? You're just using the same recurring meeting?
No,
Yeah.
here it takes care of the link actually. When you choose a date here,
Uh-huh.
you pick your date here. There are the questions, the survey I'm asking,
Uh-huh.
and then it creates automatically a Zoom link, and I have a workflow attached here that send them 2 days before, 1 day before, 2 hours before, or by
Great. And that all
text
comes out
also.
from Zoom.
Yeah, and even afterwards, I can send the replay link. I've prepared that so that they would receive the, no, not the replay, um, the order page link actually.
Yes. Yes.
So
No,
I've
you're
done that.
running it perfect, Sarah. You can leave. You don't have to make a new registration page each week with the way that
Okay.
you're doing it here. You're
Okay.
perfectly fine. You can use the same page. Just you just have to keep up with Calendly and make
Yeah.
sure that the Calendly system is all updating and sending the right links. But one page
Yeah,
for
yeah, it's
you is
good.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I've been using it for years. It's very excellent, actually.
Oh, great. Yep, you're rocking then. You're beautiful.
No further
Great
questions for
stuff,
me,
Sarah.
Danielle. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
great stuff. Super proud of you. All right, cool. Let's hop over to Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Man, that's a way to start a session.
Hey Dante, how you doing?
I'm great, man. How can I help today?
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm so excited for Sarah. That's fantastic. That's great.
Absolutely.
I'm very happy for her. I have three questions that I'm hoping are going to be pretty quick.
Sure.
First, I sent an email out yesterday afternoon, and it looks like there's about a 44% open rate, and
Nice.
about 11% of the people actually click on the link to come back into the community. So I didn't know if that's representative of like if I have 100 members, which I have over 100 members now, like what should I expect to be like a normal amount of people to return and be active?
Yeah, you're pretty much there, Charlie. Now, it can get way better, of course. And this will really happen as your group gets bigger, as your mission gets stronger, as these emails, just as you're emailing, we tweak and we optimize, right? And we find the right verbiage and wordage. And as we're building our community, we really know what makes people move, what makes them tick as our customers. So we can continue to improve on emails and outreach like that. And we can definitely get it up. But man, if you're hitting 50%, like you're on 40% open rate, you're nice. You're there.
Okay, I
If you can,
didn't know what to expect.
yeah, 40 is great. 40 is great, man. I see tons of times people get 8% open rates, you know? So 40 is really, really good. You got 11% to click through. That's not bad either. I think I'd rather see I think like what you'd be shooting for is 50% open rate, 25% click through, meaning they did the thing, they went back. If you can hit those numbers, Charlie, that's scale to the moon. What you have right now is still really great though.
Okay. Okay. No, I just wanted oh, one other question on that is one person unsubscribed and
Lovely.
I don't, so when I send future emails, I don't think that I have a way to make sure that the email doesn't go to that person. I could create a tag for each person that unsubscribes, but then it's a very manual process.
Well, what you can do is you can go to so when they unsubscribe, they're not going to receive any more of your emails. You
I,
don't have to worry about that. They did it. The system takes care of it.
the system
We
takes
have it.
care of it.
Yep, we have it all in the back end. You don't
Okay.
have to worry. They unsub,
That's
they will not receive any more of those emails that come from you.
okay.
You could also, especially as you're in the early stages like this, Charlie, if you wanted to, you could GDPR delete the contact. That'll just remove the entire contact from your account and they're just not there anymore. You're welcome to do that if you want, but you definitely don't have to. When they unsubscribe, you're using the unsubscribe link that we give you, correct?
They clicked on the unsubscribe in the link.
Yeah, beautiful. The
Don't worry about
system
it
takes
then.
care of everything.
That's what I would love to hear. I was going to have to start manually tracking them and putting tags and then do an and in there to say don't send a, but I don't have to do that. That's
No,
great.
system takes care of all of it.
That's great. Okay, second question. I didn't know if there's a way to add clarity on the community because I
On
don't
your ClickFunnels community. Ooh,
because I
come
want to see
on
what they're
now.
doing.
Yeah, you do. Holy cow. Charlie hit me with it one time. I didn't even think of that. Okay, let me see. Hold on now. Hold on now. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, Charlie, I'm gonna have to look this up just for time's sake. I
Sure.
feel like I have a feeling that you can put Microsoft Clarity on in your site settings, like, let me share my screen really quick and I'll show
Okay.
you. Let's go like this. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit technical here, Charlie, but your
Go.
site and
It's all
blog,
good.
you
Yep.
have your site settings over here, and your site really runs on, where do I have your domain?
Yep.
Your domain is super important when it comes to your site. So I believe right down here in our site settings, if you put Clarity in the header, it will track everything that's happening on your domain itself, which your community is on your domain. I think this would work. I'd
That,
really like you to, if you want, you can get with support right away. I'm not going to have time to test this
no,
till,
no, no, no. I'm fine with that. I'm
yeah.
good. I'm
Well, I'm
good.
going to test this either way. That's a beautiful question that I definitely need the answer to. I think going through the site settings will 100% work.
Okay.
But let's say I'm wrong, and let's say that doesn't work, Charlie. This would be a simple code solution. So you can go to your community and then hire a dev on Fiverr. You can probably get this done for like $5-10. Heck, you might even be able to get one of our community members who's a developer to do this, and they could, I'm sure, place the code itself place the Clarity code in your community and manually embed it in there so that you can see that.
Okay.
Nice. I think site is going to work. Get with support. They'll know
Okay. I
exactly
have
how that works
Terminally
out.
in the site and for my private page or whatever. So I'll just add the code for Clarity and just see.
Yeah, that works out. And then I think in Clarity, what you'll probably want to do is just like Trey showed yesterday, go add a funnel in that little add funnel tile. And then you
Okay.
should be able to add the URL of your community. And
Right.
then using an incognito window, because you're admin, use an incognito window and go check the community. Go into it. You might even want to make yourself a free member as a new email address or something, right?
I've got one
Then
of
just go,
those.
yeah, just go act like a member and you should be able to test that. Super simple.
Okay. Perfect. Cool. Thank you. And
Awesome.
last question is, I know that Trey started that aviation community over 6 months ago. I
Yep.
just wanted to kind of know how that was going. I mean, he's got over 500 because I joined it.
Yeah.
He's got over 500 members. I just
There it
wanted
is.
to know how it's doing.
He hasn't touched it. He hasn't touched the ad. He hasn't touched anything. He just posts. That's it. That's all he's doing. This is literally his bathroom project. Actually, he doesn't have time to do it. He has zero time to do this. It's as organic, it's as touch-free as it can. He just goes in there, he makes his posts, he talks to his people, he's just talking about content that they want to talk about.
Is he still doing t-shirts and stuff like that?
Yes, he will, but I don't think he's even running a t-shirt like actively right now. He has zero time for that. He's doing some other crazy stuff in his business. But look at the group. It's growing. He's not even making extra ads. It's the same original ad. He's not like increasing spend or doing anything crazy. He just forget it. And he posts when he goes to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yep. So
Okay.
you're on the same track. Your ad is still working out properly. It's still bringing people in.
Yeah, yeah. But I think I'll stop it today or tomorrow.
Why?
Well, I think at some point I need to start trying to monetize it.
Yeah. But you don't stop growing it, Charlie.
Just keep the ad going because it's $50 a day.
How many people are registering a day?
30?
Okay. Yeah. So you could turn that off if you wanted to. It worked. Take that. Are you running an engagement campaign?
Yes.
We should be getting leads much lower than that, much cheaper than that, Charlie. I would take your ad. I would take a screenshot of your ad exactly. I would take screenshots of all your metrics and I would go add that to ChatGPT. And I would say, I would like you to act as my ad specialist and see what it has come up with you, because you should be able to run a Facebook ad campaign and your Facebook engagement campaign, excuse me, and you should be getting customers for 15 cents to $1. And you should be able to just pay. You don't have to set like a daily spend. You should be able to just pay as people come in. That's what you really want to have running. Because yeah,
Okay.
you shouldn't be spending more than you're spending closer to $2 right now per person into your community, which certainly isn't terrible, but we can get that cost down.
Okay. Because I mean, there's a certain number a higher number that actually comes to the funnel, but then I think it was 20 some odd percent of people that go into the funnel actually become members. I'll have to look.
Oh, so what I'm hearing there then actually is that your ad is working, your ad's bringing people in. Our funnel conversion, our opt-in for a free community, our funnel's converting at 20%, which we're going to want more around 40 to 50%.
Okay.
So the what we should be doing is yes, I wouldn't turn that ad off yet. Until you have the next one created and live and know that it's also bringing people in. Don't kill this ad until you have another one that's working.
Okay. It's 30%. I just checked. It's 30% that are converting. So I need to, do I need to, so there's 30% of the people that come through the funnel are actually um, engaged, I guess.
In the community, that's huge. That's great. That's good.
Okay.
We a 30% opt-in rate is not bad, but we can definitely get it to 50. And as you get more targeted, as you understand the language, as you understand the customer for a funnel like this, I would expect you could probably hit like a 65% opt-in rate.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, okay, I'll have to focus. I guess I'll focus on the funnel then.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have two focuses here, realistically, because it just has to happen. Uh, a new ad. Take
Okay.
all the data that you have, put it to ChatGPT, tell it I want to run a Facebook engagement campaign, and it'll probably do some forecasting for you as well and say how much are you expecting me to be able to get leads for? What's my cost going to be on these things? So run that. Let's come up with a new ad that we can start to try and get that cost down because I do believe cost is still a little bit high.
Okay.
But your funnel, man, we keep tweaking the funnel until we hit like a 50%. Are you running split tests on this funnel right now, Charlie?
It's looking like a mess now because I because I have weird things, but I need to clean
Uh,
that up.
do me a favor. Let's go look at the funnel. Let's go look at your funnel steps. Share your screen.
Okay. Let me go here, share.
Oh, okay. So we're running a double split, which we don't need.
Well, this is 100% this way. This is my old one that I don't use anymore.
Uh-huh.
So I started using this. I don't know if you remember, but I had yeah, I did my $27 whatever, which nobody used. So now I have in Facebook the ads, I have it going to here to this URL or to this URL and the aficionados one going specifically to this URL. So it's bypassing this part just so that I could get it to work. And now Facebook has decided to send 100% of the people to here. It did it on its own. The Pixel basically told it, run it there, which is the right decision.
Okay, great. So basically, if I'm understanding correctly, oops, hello, there we go. There we go. This page is the real one that's working the best right now?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, great. So I want you to take that page and drag it up to that circle. On the left-hand side, Charlie, you have this little box.
Okay.
Yes, that's how we drag. And
Right
drop her
here.
in the circle. Beautiful. So now we're bypassing the whole double split test down there. Realistically, if you wanted to, you could just remove that split test, that bottom one. Do you care about saving this page?
I mean, it's possible that people could be going through there. I mean, actually, one page view, I kind of don't care.
Yeah, cool. I agree completely. I would just delete that page.
Just delete the page.
Yep, 3 dots. And delete or remove, excuse me. Nice, here we go. Now let's play the game. Kill this split test too. X in the top right. Both tracks. Lovely.
Oh, so much better.
Okay, cool. So now your left-hand side, I see 0 page views, 0
Yeah.
opt-ins, and we're not really allowing traffic to go there, right? So
Oh,
that's essentially moot as well.
yes.
All right, beautiful. Let's kill that one and let me show you how to play the game here, Charlie.
Let's do it.
3 dots, remove. Lovely. Okay, 3 dots on the variation, your test page. 3 dots on that, and then split test page. There we go. Duplicate. Now grab that page. It just made another split test because we went from a don't worry, we're just going to fix this up. Drag it back over to that gray circle on the left-hand side. Absolutely. All right, great. Now we're going to this up into that circle.
I'm so glad
Yes.
you're doing this with me because I would not be able to do this.
Okay, kill that split test down below.
Both?
Yes. Lovely. Here we go now. Here we go. And really what I want to do is we're going to make this your control. So drag that page into that circle. Correct. Now drag the other page into the other circle. Not there, up here. Yes, sir. Great. Now, there we go. Now the sizing is back. Sometimes when we do this, the little tracks with the circles, they get off kilter. So just scroll up and down. It'll reformat itself. All we need to do now, take the page and drag it down into that circle.
This page?
Yes, absolutely. Lovely. So here is your control. We can see that is 82 page views. Really quick, I want to help you out here with this, Charlie, so we don't forget. Click your 3 dots on your control. Yes, and then settings. We're just going to rename this so you can always see in the name. At the name, put a dash control. Customers never see the name, only you. Beautiful, submit. Oh, let's go back to those page settings, Charlie. Index this bad boy. We want Google to pull this. We want search engines to pull this. Absolutely. We're not going to ever index our thank you page because if Google pulls my page, I don't want them going to a thank you. I want them going to the action page where I collect their email, where they get the stuff. So that's perfect. Submit that.
Do I need to change this?
Bourbon Auto Community. Yes, Bourbon Auto Community. Remove registration page. Dash for bourbon aficionados only. Beautiful. And hey, feel free to go into ChatGPT as well. You can just take a screenshot of this right here, Charlie, and say, help me become my SEO specialist and help me create an SEO title and description for my community.
I can
Yes,
do
sir.
that.
Absolutely. Okay, so now we're running a control. Here's your control with the 82 page views. Now we're running a proper split test as well, Charlie. So what you can do, let's go to our split test step right there. Nice. You know that your main control page converts. You already know that it works. So we have a lot of confidence in this page as it's our control. Let's make a 80-20. So I want 80% of your traffic going to the control. Lovely. 20% to the variation. We're doing this because I know the control converts at X. It gets X conversions, right? So I want most of my traffic going there. I'm going to send 20% to my variation because what if my split test doesn't work? I'm wasting less traffic this way. Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense.
Beautiful. So now we're going to run an A/B split test. Put on your mad scientist helmet. We're literally running science. Let's go into your variation, the right-hand side, and let's enter the editor. Nice. What do we split test first when it comes to split testing, Charlie?
The image?
Kind of, but your image is working. First thing we're going to hit is the words on the page.
Okay.
The words. And so as I'm seeing, there we go. As I'm seeing it, looking for 200 bourbon aficionados. I guarantee we can tweak that. So first thing, Charlie, it's so wild. It's so wild how AI is changing the game. Because back in the day, when I first started this world, I would just be writing everybody's copy for them constantly, nonstop throughout the day. But now I continue to tell people, take a screenshot of this and put it in ChatGPT and see what it says. Because honestly, it now writes better than me by by far. 2 years ago, I was not telling people to put their $20 on ChatGPT. I was like, you don't have to. It's okay. It's not amazing. Not a shot. It's amazing. So
I do screenshots all the time with
yes,
ChatGPT.
sir. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
all the time.
First thing we should do is take a screenshot of this and say, this page is converting at this percent. I want to run a split test. What should my first split test be? And it
Cool.
will tell you exactly what to do. But as I'm seeing this, we want more call to action, looking for bourbon aficionados. We can tweak that text up to be more exclusive opportunity for the first 200 bourbon aficionados,
Got it.
right? Set the scene. Then look at your headline. The headline is quite small. Very small, especially as compared to your image. That headline needs to be increased in the size. Make it big, make it bold, make it pop, make it stand out to my eye. So we can do that right now. Absolutely. Settings, hit large, extra large. There we go. Nice. Okay, but let me see now. It looks like, let me look at your build. That's just so much better right there. Go large.
Too large?
Yeah, that's so much better. And I'm just curious why I know why. It's aligned left. Click back on your funnel step, or you can do alignment right here, actually. Just align center. Nice, there we go. Let's go back. There we go. That's so much better. Back into settings. Align that bad boy center. Great. Let's go to our size as well. This can probably hit medium. Man, so much better. Now I can see it. Now it stands out. Now it pops. So just right there, technically could be a split test. You don't need to split test this. I'm just telling you, this is better. This is how we want it to be, centered on our headlines. Join the Bourbon Auto community where tasting gets smarter. The first 200 members join the community for free. Refined Taste Test deserves a refined community. Join the few who truly get it. For those who know bourbon is a ritual, not just a drink. So good. The first 200 members get the community for free. Plus my $27, my normally $27 drink tasting framework, whatever
I
you
don't
called
know.
your
I
cool
don't,
thing.
I don't know if that's a drag. I don't know if the
Mm.
$27 thing's actually hurting me.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm thinking that the success of this compared to the success of the other one, I'm wondering if the people that are coming through here will appreciate this, but the $27, this my wife was kind of working with me on this. It's like more gimmicky or salesy
Yep, it definitely is.
and so this might be more just flat out, hey, we're serious.
Sure, absolutely. So here's what we should split test then, Charlie. You should do these same changes for the control, what I just showed you. Make the text bigger, center the text. That is the way to do things. And
Okay.
then leave it as is. And in this page, the variation, I'd still like to see some sales. I'd still like to see some gimmick because your wife, sure, maybe it's salesy and gimmicky to her, but is she a bourbon aficionado?
No.
And we only care about what our dream customer says. To your bourbon aficionado, they see value. They see more. That's your speak in their language. So I'd love to see you try something along the lines of the first 200 members join the community for free and get free access to all the downloads and assets and trainings and giveaways. Say like you get lifetime VIP access to all the future amazing stuff we have. Something like that. Where it's
Okay.
not so salesy. It's just like, hey, if you become a founding member, you're going to get all these amazing things.
Okay. And maybe I should say founding member for the first 200 member. It was 100, but like now it's past 100. So
Yes, and that's
200.
the game. Yeah, a lot of times we're going to do this and we're going to keep we're going to change our ad. We're going to keep upping the people until we hit like 500 to 1,000. And then we turn it into a paid community because now you got to line out the door, exclusivity, people want to join.
Okay. Can you do
Yes,
that
sir.
with ClickFunnels?
Do what?
Like have someone pay to become a member?
Oh, yeah.
To get like a subscription type thing?
Yes, it's a subscription product. That's absolutely right, Charlie. And then entrance and removal is automated through workflows. Grant community access, remove community access.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So I don't everybody who's already there wouldn't be affected by the subscription piece of it, but any new people coming in after 1,000, whatever, would then have, okay,
Yep, absolutely, Charlie.
cool.
And then you really have to just weigh out, is it better for me to have a paid community where I'm making money on the payment and the community itself? And what's my churn rate for that? How long do people stay? Or is it better to keep it free and just keep bringing people in because I'm running t-shirt funnels and I'm selling physical products? And basically, what's the most lucrative and monetary?
Right. And when do I
Yep.
start doing that? When do I start
I
monetizing
When do you start what?
monetizing it?
Oh, now.
Now?
Yeah, I mean now, immediately.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
That t-shirt funnel, you can start running that right now immediately. Maybe you want to wait till next week because it's already Wednesday and you've already emailed your people for this week. But maybe Monday of next week, we have an email that goes out and says, hey guys, due to popular demand, I've had so many people reaching out asking about these things. We're starting up a really cool t-shirt club. This week, I'd love to have you as a founding member have help creating this first design, the first t-shirt for our beautiful community. So click the link below and go fill out the survey.
Okay.
Yep.
I can do the survey in ClickFunnels.
No, follow what Trey does. It's a Google form is what he does.
Google form. I can do that.
Yep. I gave you the video. I gave you the videos that show where he shows what he did, right?
Yes.
Cool.
There's two parts to it.
Yes, that's
Yep.
exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah, you could run a survey in ClickFunnels, but just Google Forms, so much easier. Everybody knows what Google Forms are. You don't have to worry about anything else.
Okay. That's all I'll do. Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Nice,
Dante.
Charlie.
I took up too much time. Sorry about
No,
that.
you didn't. Hey, who learned from that? Who learned from that?
I mean, I learned from it for sure.
Of course, and you learned from it, and you're doing the thing. I don't want you to feel bad about taking time, Charlie. That was a great question.
Okay, cool. Cheers. Thanks.
Awesome, you got it. And I can stop your screen for you. Lovely. All right, let's hop over to Tatiana. Hey, Tatiana.
Hi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Let me just got three questions. Right,
Sure.
I think they're simple. They're more strategical questions. So the first one is in terms of currency. So when I set up my workspace, I put it in dollars. Now, when I went on to set up the price, I wanted to put in pounds. Can I?
You're just going to have to
And
get with support. Support has to manually change the currency. Once a currency is set in the workspace, we mean for it to be
Yeah.
set in the workspace. So we can change it, just support has to do it. And we lock you out of that basically so you don't mess up anything. Because once you make your first sale, if you go changing everything around, it changes everything in your account. Reporting is bad, stats are bad. So that's the reason we do it.
Can I have two workspaces, one different currencies?
Oh yeah. Do you know what plan level you're on? Startup or pro? I either lost her or she's like, I have no idea. Are you still with me, Tatiana?
Yes, I am. Sorry. Yes.
Do you know what plan you're on by chance?
No, I
Cool.
don't.
Either
I
way,
need to
let's say
check.
you're on the base plan, the startup plan. That's the $97 a month plan. You get 3 workspaces and unlimited domains. So this is common practice for people like you. They'll have a workspace for the GBP or pounds. They'll have a workspace for USD.
Okay. Yes, I do. I do know that I have an option to have more workspaces. I do know that.
Yep.
So because the problem is I'm doing e-commerce and I'm following Trey's sessions. So I did choose a product and then physical product to Zentrop, and I realized that the shipping from UK is considerably cheaper than the shipping from US, which is going to affect the price. So I was thinking maybe having two workspaces, one in dollars for the US market, one in British pounds for the UK market, and then adjust the prices so that they should just two market strategies because it'll be different prices.
Yep.
And perhaps maybe put more weight on the UK market because it'll be cheaper because of the shipping is cheaper.
Absolutely.
So that was the currencies I'm going to do two workspaces. My second question it's to do with bonuses, basically adding value to how can I increase the value that I'm giving you to the people that are buying my physical product? So I have what I'm selling is a gratitude journal.
Cool.
It's actually a gratitude journal that I bought myself a couple of years ago, and I've been using it. And then I went to Zendrop, and I managed to actually just that flash just showed up on my page. And I realized I wasn't looking really for a product, but I saw that and I realized this is like, I can sell this product because I absolutely love it. And I use all the time. And I felt like I could really use social media to leverage on that because I use all the time. Now, the problem that I have with that is that when I look at the prices and the profit margins, because I'm using Zendrop, obviously, it's not very competitive when I compare to Amazon or other retailers. So what I'm thinking is combine the e-commerce a little bit with the experts of Russell. So get the product, physical e-commerce, but then add like say a workshop, for example, as a bonus, free bonus to anyone who buys from me, and as well as with maybe checklists. It's just little things that I could add to make an offer rather than just selling the product. Now, my question is, I was thinking, because it's a gratitude journal, and I have done a workshop into creating your perfect morning routine, regardless how much time you have, lifestyle you have. So how to actually incorporate like a really good morning routine into your life. So I was thinking of doing a 1 hour and then give that as a free gift.
Ah, close, very close. That's just not scalable because what happens when you sell 10 books? Well, you can't sell books anymore. You lost all of your time. What you should do, Tatiana, is make a course. Make a course that you just teach those things. You can also, in your course, have your PDFs, have your checklists, have any workbooks you want to go along with it. Make it as a course, and everybody who buys the book also gets free access to the course. That does not drain your time. They can take that course whenever, and you don't have to be there. Now that we do that, we can actually upsell them in our VIP session, where now they can get an hour your time, and maybe you'll help them plan this out and plan out their roadmap for the next 6 months. And now you can charge like 60, $100. You probably can't go over $100 for that, but you can probably get people to buy $100 for that, where you custom set them up. That's scalable.
Okay. Yes, kind of makes sense. So what about instead of doing a work, because I feel like I don't want to overwhelm people with too much stuff. What about doing, for example, a recorded webinar or workshop that I go through all the elements that any need to have, and then add all the things, maybe the digital products that can come along with it. What do you think of that?
Still add it to a course because they can access your course from their cell phone. So maybe they're out and about. Maybe they're at the grocery store and they're like, oh, I want to listen to this course, or I need to go find this information, or whatever it is. It's accessible anywhere. A course is 100% your solution.
Okay. My last question, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
You could also
Yeah.
add them to a community, Tatiana. You could add them to a community. You could make a free community all about planning. Now they get your course, they get access to your community. You could also have the community be a front end thing, that you are running ads to bring people into your community. And when they join the community, you're then selling them the book. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So they can both feed into each other. You don't have to do community, especially to start. The course and all the things you shared will be beautiful. That's a great way to add a digital product to a physical product to increase the perceived value. And I really like that with Trey's setup, because Trey has a masterclass on establishing value. It's e-com the right way. This is how you stand out against Amazon, right? Sure, people might see your funnel and you might stir them and they need this thing, and then they might go to Amazon and look up the product and see if they can get it there. That absolutely happens every single day. So V-curve, have you seen the V-curve training?
Yes, I did. Yes, the 3. So I have done the 3 and the 10 units.
Yes, and V-curve is a
discounted.
great way to position yourself out of Amazon. So sure, they can go to Amazon and they might be able to get one book for like $1 less maybe, right? But they're not going to get the course. And also, how many people want to buy these books for, like, how many moms want to also buy this book for their daughter or their sons, or their grandma wants to buy it for the family, right? And then when they go to Amazon and they look for three, the three are going to be far more expensive on Amazon than they are in your funnel. And now you've added a digital product into the mix where only on your funnel, whether they buy 1, 3, 10, whatever else it is, now that perceived value is far increased. Does that all make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Money.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to start working on that then. So I'm not going to ask you until I start any more questions until I start working on that. So my last question is regarding a email list.
Yeah.
So I did a lead magnet thing and I got there about 600 and something leads or people that
Nice,
sign up.
Tatiana.
Thank you. And I feel slightly bad just they sign up for this free gift and now I just reached out to once I've got my e-commerce funnel ready just to email them basically to buy. So I was wondering if there is a bridge, like to warm them up a little bit, to create a relationship a little bit before just selling. I feel like I don't know, it just feels very cold.
Yes, I hear you loud and clear on that. What was the lead magnet that you did?
So the lead magnet was a recipe book. Nothing to do
Oh,
with it.
yeah. Okay, so there are already people that like buying books. That's amazing. So Tatiana, all this has to be is a super simple launch. ChatGPT could absolutely help you with this. It's so funny too. I'm just like reminiscing. I've been reminiscing for like months about this, but it just hit me so hard last night. I was trying to sleep and I couldn't. Back in the day, if I'd met you 2 years ago, I would have said, what you really need, Tatiana, is you really need to go into Funnel Flicks and you need to read take the Subscriber Reviver course by Yada Golden. The Subscriber Reviver is amazing. It's basically how to nurture your people and how to get them the bridge from one product to the next, to the next, to the next, and hungry the whole time wanting to buy. And then that would then take you 5 days through the course and the training and learn all the materials, and then one more day to write your email sequences. Go to ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, just lay it out. Tell it everything. Did you guys know you can talk to ChatGPT too? There's a talk function where you can just speak to it and have a conversation. If I'm not doing this, that's pretty much what I'm doing these days. So go in there, Tatiana, and talk to it and say, hey, I acquired 600 people. I did it through an opt-in funnel. The lead magnet that I gave was this. It was a cookbook, and explain the cookbook. Like, say, here's what the thing is. Here's all that came with it. I got 600 people to opt into that. Now I have a journal that I love, and it's helped me do all these amazing things in life. And I really want to share it with my community. Help me create a 3-part launch email sequence to launch this planner. Because what we're going to have is we're going to just have a story is really all it's going to come down to. And like email number 1 is going to be probably a story about you and what you used to do your life like, what life was like before the planner, and this is an email. You hit the email, your list is interested in these things because they bought a recipe book. So tell them a story, have a sexy subject line on there that gets them to open up the email, and then talk about your story of how life used to be before you found this planner, how disorganized, how disgruntled, how all over the place, chicken with the head cut off, all the stuff, right? Just lay the scene in that first email. Email 2 is going to be a story about what your life is like now. And then that can introduce the planner right there on email number 2. It doesn't have to be super difficult, I promise. Email number 3 could then be just another story or talking about your planner and how it helps you in your life every single day. And it's, hey, if you didn't get the planner, we're running a special right now where everybody who gets the planner also gets my free course that's going to show you how to implement this just so you don't have to be a chicken with your head cut off anymore. That's it. That's all we have to do. It can be quite simple, and GPT will write the whole thing for you.
How interesting, because I did actually did the 6 soap opera. I think it was what I did on the Funnel Flicks, the email sequence of the lady you just mentioned.
Yes.
But I wasn't sure, so I did the sequence, all the emails for the whole week, but I did into different niches. I did for the gratitude journal, and then I did so. Now you just explain, it kind of gave me the idea that maybe I should bridge the gap needs to be bridged by maybe transferring from one, even though I gave one thing, but in terms move on to this next thing that I'm doing, and
Yes.
find commonalities or the natural progression, how the second one will be helpful for the
Yes.
people. Okay.
Are you loving your cookbook? Has your cookbook helped you organize your kitchen? Are you making better
Yeah.
dishes now? Well, that's amazing. The cookbook did the same thing for me. My kitchen used to be a mess, and the meals I made, they weren't that great. Now, I want to share with you the next book that changed my life. Zoop. Quick slide into the new book. You've already provided value, and when you, the trusted authority, provide this new resource for them, ding, ding, ding.
Perfect. Yes, I'll do that. Wow, I've got a million more things to look into it. Thank you so much, Dante. Thank you. That's really insightful, your advice. Thank you.
Awesome. You're more than welcome, Tatiana. Really, really great work. Denise, give me just 2 seconds. I need to go get a drink, and I'll be right back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thanks. We're having a really bad thunderstorm, so if the lights go dark, my PC still has, but
No, we hear you loud and clear.
thank you. Zoom.
All right, Denise, let's get after it. How can I help?
I'm sorry.
Nope.
I
Look, you
there we
got it
go.
all yourself.
I was unmuted. Sorry, Zoom is acting up, so I'm turning off my camera. Can you
All
see
good.
my screen?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this, it's in my way. So one funnel away, lesson 11 is building your membership site.
Yes.
I started before lesson 11 and I did it all wrong, which is fine. I'm going to take it down and redo it. But my question, Dante, is here. So this is going away, the free downloads. What I did here was I went in and I went to my assets and I went to the actual download and grabbed the link here and put it in over here, but apparently that's not how we're supposed to do it. And I want out, so this is all going away. I want to put it all under bonuses, but I don't know how to link the product. I did go in here to my assets or access, and I added the products that are going to be bonuses, but I don't know how to add them here.
Well, it's all just your assets, right?
Uh-huh.
Great question. Let's hit our plus on the page. Right, I'll show you. Right there.
Oh, duh. Okay.
All right, let's add a blank section. And let's add a 1-column row. Lovely. Oh, you're using a style guide.
I am. An
Come on
accident,
now.
but I am.
How fun is that? Makes everything so easy. Let's add a headline. As you can see, all this is your lesson elements. They all have this orange box around them, so they're elements specific to your lessons and specifically
Oh,
to
okay.
courses. We do not have to use those though. Let me get this out of the way and let's go back down a little bit, and we're gonna, once we get past these lessons, there's our normal, yeah, look at you, throw down a headline.
Okay.
And this will be like your bonuses page. Make it say whatever you want. You can
Okay.
type out later. Let's put the bones down. I want you now to add a new, let's just add a new section.
Oh, 1 second.
Beautiful. Blank section. And how many assets do you have in total?
4.
4. Great. Well, so we'll make a 2-by. Add a 2-column row. Lovely. Let's add a headline to your left one. And then let's add an image. Go back there. Let's add an let's just do it all in one. I'll show you a really cool trick. Go back to your left row, your left column. Beautiful. Add element. Just click off to the side to get out of your text. Nice. Look at you. Now let's go add an image element.
Image.
However, though, that is your lesson image. We do not need to use that right now. Let's actually delete that. Correct. Let's add an element again, and let's just add a normal image element, because this allows you to do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be tied to the course. Whether you did it the right way or the wrong way, it doesn't matter. So now I want to add another element, and let's add a paragraph element, a normal paragraph. Beautiful. Lastly, stay right here. Let's add a button. Look at you. Great. Now, click off to the side, back to your funnel, and you're just going to dress it up. Your large call to action headline. That's just the name of the asset. You might want to have an image, which is an image of the asset, just to show them what it is, like a cover photo of a book. You have your paragraph, which might want to say, this is the thing. This helps you do this. Click the button below to download. Let me set up your button now. Absolutely. Click your button. Bingo. Let's go to our button action. We're going to hit that drop down and we're going to make it go to. Bingo. Now we are going to want to open this in a new window. Make it super simple for them. So no. Actually, stay right there.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yes. And now let's put in the URL of your asset that you just copied. So just go right there and paste.
Oh,
Or you can go there and copy again. Nice. Look at you. Double tabbing it, Denise. Beautiful.
Been working a lot on this lately.
You're killing it. You're doing amazing. So there you go. Now we have everything. And is this what you're trying to do here, Denise? You just want all of your bonuses listed out so customers can download and do the thing.
Yes, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's save changes. Although I'm going to redo it all, but at least now I know how to do it. So
yes,
that was
and
my
then
question,
from here
Dante.
too, Denise. From here, let me just show you this so you can all understand. I want you to clone your headline element. Sorry, the one down below.
This one.
Yes, clone it. Drag that new one to the right. Beautiful. Clone the image. Yep, you're going to clone each element and drag it over. You can just click and hold too. You don't have to use that move.
Oh.
Yep, and you just got to touch the headline. Get that orange bar to show up. So touch the button. There it is. Nice paragraph. Click and hold. Drag it on over.
Oh, you're making me look smart, Dante.
You're making me look like a good teacher. Clone that button. Drag it on over. Now let's clone the row. Go to your row settings, your blue row. And clone the row.
Oh, and now I have, look at that. So now I
just
have.
Plug and play. Or if you wanted to, you could redesign this and you could use a 4-column row and have everything displayed on one line. You can make your images bigger or smaller, but this is really what you want to do. Just have a simple page, a simple way to display all the bonuses right here. They click the links. All of your buttons are also set to open in a new tab. So they never leave the course. A new tab opens, they get their thing, boom, right back to the course.
This is awesome. Thank you very much. That was my question.
Awesome. Great question, Denise. All right. Nice. We got 2 more, and I'm going to try and fly through these. Christopher is next. Hey, man.
Hey, Dante.
Great to hear from you.
Great. Just to give some feedback, well, you answered my question before. Before Denise was some email questions, but I just want to give some feedback. I would have done two webinars last week, one on Monday and one on Thursday.
Nice.
Just a handful of persons were registered again, 5 persons, 3 showed up. I followed up with them afterwards a day or two back. They did not watch the replay. Obviously, I had an offer, and they said no, the time wasn't good, the price is too expensive. So I just said, I guess what you would have looked at the sort of the ad, because I'm using WhatsApp groups for now, just testing my stuff. I don't know what advice you would give to get the attendance up. I'm setting up again for tomorrow because I'm doing it weekly, as suggested, every Thursday. And there's that. Just to follow up with that, but the other thing is similar to the person before. I have an email list. I would have attended a couple networking events. I have an email list of around 200 people. Almost a year now. I don't even know how to begin to use this list. One, do I use my personal email and reach out to them, or do I use the CRM that I'm paying for? What are the rules? I heard that you can't send more than 10 emails an hour with your personal email. I heard that you can't send more than 50 emails with a CRM. Issues with the links. Obviously, I need to send a link because so.
Well, that's not our CRM that you're talking about, though, right?
Well, just general, we're not really focused on anything, so I would just watch a video quick on emails, and you just pick up certain things, and these are general information. So, how would I begin to start inviting persons to the next webinar? Obviously, I need to put a link to the registration form and avoid being sent to the spam box or the junk box.
Yes. Okay. Great question here, Christopher. First off, you don't have any of those limitations with ClickFunnels, not any limitations whatsoever. So first thing, go to your customers and then to your contacts. And in the top right, we're going to click our actions, and I want you to import your list. You have a list of 200 people. Let's import the list into ClickFunnels, because once you do, you can go down to your email app. And now you can start sending broadcasts. Broadcasts are one-time emails that go out to whoever you want them to go to, entire list or just certain people on your list. So first, import your contacts into your account. Then just start sending them an email. You can make an email sequence if you want, but I think really what you want is like 1 or 2 broadcasts. Just to say, hey, I have this new event coming up. It's amazing. It's going to help you achieve this and this and this and this. And if you need that in your business, click the link below and you can register completely for free. Simple stuff. Have you taken this to ChatGPT as well, Christopher, yet?
No. And I heard what you said to that person. So, okay, let's say I have this webinar on Thursday. Sunday, I want to send out this email. So you're saying I can send the email to the 200 persons?
Oh yeah, no problem. No
With
problem.
links,
You can send a broadcast to 50,000 people at once, 100,000 people. You don't have any of those limits in ClickFunnels.
with the link to the registration form, and it will not go to spam.
Absolutely not.
Wow. And then, okay, so yeah, I want to do a sequence where Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe 5 emails in that sequence up until the day of the event, and then restart on the Sunday. How would I do that?
That's perfect. Just schedule out broadcasts. So when you make a broadcast, you can choose, first off, your audience. So you can choose when you import your list, when you import the 200 people, we'll give you an option to tag those people when you import them. Make sure to tag them, because then you can go to your audience and you can target by contact tags, and you only send it to the people that have the proper tag. So we close this down now. You can also schedule broadcasts. So you can send one right away or later. and then you can choose the date and time that you want to send it. So you could make email sequence if you wanted to. I just don't think you need to. I would just create each day as a broadcast, schedule them out, and boom, let it send.
Okay, great.
Now, in the future, just so everybody knows, in the future, Christopher, when you get more than 200 people, when we also need this more automated, we will use a workflow. Because I can have in my workflow, I have a step called a conditional goal, a conditional goal. So that means like when they register for the webinar, when they get tagged with webinar registration, they'll stop receiving my emails telling them to register for the webinar. So if you wanted to, you could make a workflow right now. You could add the conditional goal and you can set that up. But with a sample size of 200 people, if you know how to do that right away, cool, we could do that right away. But if you don't, just use, be perfectly fine. We do this every single day.
Okay, great. So yeah, I'll work with ChatGPT and this system, and I'll test it on. I have a couple dummy emails. I'll test it on that first, but I want to come back with you with the actual copy, if not tomorrow, the following day, before I actually send it out to the list.
That sounds beautiful, Christopher. 100%. Go write the copy and we can take a look tomorrow.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Absolutely. Great work, man. It's soon, just so you know too, Christopher, soon I'm going to start telling you to get out of the WhatsApp groups.
Yes, I'm just using it for testing, see what the feedback is like. And
just seeing that you're getting people to register in the WhatsApp groups is really, really heartening. That's awesome. That's like people are really, you don't have an authoritative presence in those groups, right? You're just another person.
Right.
Yeah. So getting people, you're getting entrance, that's amazing. That's really heartening. All signs are leading towards hit the open market, start ads, most importantly, JV partnerships. Go find the people that already have your list, offer them a 50-50 split on all sales that you make through the webinar to their list. It's free traffic. You're making monies. Soon I'm going to push you to that. You're fine proving grounds in WhatsApp right now. Once we get the system dialed, then we're going to go hit the market.
You know, Dante, you just hit on something. Today makes it 2 years since I quit my job, and I feel often like I'm at square one. I'm just right out the door. I know I've done a lot within the last year and a half. The first 6 months, I just shoot the breeze. I know I've done a lot, but sometimes it just feels like it's time to head back out to work. And I don't know, it's like I spent a lot of money over the last year and a half. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if I'm to be honest. I only had one client so far.
Right. We are going to keep taking steps forward, Christopher. Keep taking steps towards our success. You're making the right moves right now. I promise you're doing the right things.
Okay, take care. Chat soon.
You got it, man. Great work. All right, let's hop over to Sonia's going to be next. Tammy, I am so sorry, sweetheart. It seems like this happens every single time, right? I'm always like, I'm sorry, Tammy, I'm not going to have time. I am not, though. No, it's okay, Sonia.
Take time. It's okay. We can do it another day. I don't mind. I really don't mind. Take her. She's next then.
No, Tammy, can you come to the 2 o'clock session today? No? Okay, cool. Sonia, you're amazing, man. If you want to come back at 2 o'clock, I can help you. But cool beans. Let's hop over. Oh, wrong way. Let's hop over to Tammy. You guys, I love this community. You guys rock. That's wild.
I do too.
That's wild. Sonia sat here for an hour and then said, here, you guys rock.
Sonia, I love you. Okay, Dante, this really doesn't have too much to do with my funnel.
Sure.
This has to do with me being vulnerable right now. I'm
Come on with it.
I'm stuck. This is where I always get stuck. I'm trying to build a business forever, and I am freaking stuck again. Where? Creating content, getting it out there.
So you have your funnel? It's built?
It's like almost finalized. Part of the content is to go in my
That's where we're stuck.
Well, part of the content is to go in my funnel. Once I get, I need to put some videos in there, and I haven't
Okay, cool.
Um,
So when you
I've
say
got
I'm
all my
stuck on
scripts.
content, you don't mean I'm stuck on content. You don't mean I'm stuck on like making ads or going
No.
live on Facebook. You mean you're stuck on you making the content to go on the funnel.
Yes.
Cool. I got you loud and clear, Tammy. Keep going.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm stuck here.
Mm.
I don't understand why this always happens, and maybe just me talking to you about it is going to help me get past it. I don't know. But
When
I
was the
just
last time this happened to you? Tell me about that.
well, the last time was when I had a different target market, had everything set up.
Mhm.
I was going after millennials, and I got stuck here. This is about a year ago. Every year
Why'd you get stuck? Was it on content again?
yes,
Mm.
same freaking spot. And
Mm.
I'm just like, I don't know why.
Why? I don't know either. So let's figure it out. Because why don't we just pick up our phone and say, hey, welcome to Tammy's really cool thing. I'm so excited to have you here. In this thing, we're going to do this and this and this and this. And I just love working with these kind of people. So it's amazing to have you here. Make sure to click the link below to get your free access. It's not hard. So there's something else, right?
Yes.
Sure. Oh, and then I do that and it's like, okay, Dante, you've been doing this for 8 years. Yeah, it is hard. No, it is. I agree. When I
Yeah.
first started doing this, I had a lot of fear in picking up my phone, but that's all it came down to for me, Tammy, and I imagine we're about to get to the same thing for you. It's just fear. It's
Yeah.
just wondering about the unknown. I'm curious, Tammy, to ask you an open and honest question. When you are going to make this content or do these things or hit the final nail in the coffin, do you feel like you have fear of what others will think?
No, I think my issue, honestly, is that I overplan it.
Oh,
And
oh my gosh, Tammy, that's the easiest problem. I did that too.
Okay.
No more planning, no more scripts. What's the first piece of content? Let's not even say that. What's the lowest hanging fruit piece of content that you need to create right now to get your funnel live and out in the world?
Encouraging my moms to get my freebie for them to help them to save money and get into my course, not my course, my challenge that I'm doing.
Okay, beautiful. And what's your challenge on?
It is on saving money and couponing, like at the commissary and stuff like that. Like it's military moms.
Oh, military moms. That's right. Sorry. I remember
No,
I
you're
remember
okay.
all of that. Okay. And which video is this be? Is it going to be on an opt-in page? Is it going to be a video on the thank you page after they've already taken the actions?
It's on the, like I have a mini thing for them to buy. And
Like a mini course?
yeah, not really a course, just some more important, like the next level of the free printables to help them to save money.
Okay, got it. So they come in first to an opt-in page where you offer them the free printables. And then
Yeah.
this video will be on the next page where you're basically going to be saying, wait, stop. If you want the printables, let me share with you this thing. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Oh man, Tammy, this is going to be an easy one. It's not, I say easy because I'm looking 2 weeks down the line for you. Today is going to be rough. What I
Yes.
want you to do is I want you to pick up your phone and I want you to first put yourself in the customer's shoes. This is what we do always. Think about my customer just said yes to my lead magnet. They said yes to this thing. So now I know who my customer is. And Tammy, I simply want you to pick up your phone, turn on the video, smile, and start talking about your thing. That's it. No script, no planning, no nothing. And I want you to do it until you get the right take. And then I want you to put that on your funnel. That's it. It may take you all day. It may take you all day to do this, Tammy, and you still might not hit the right one at the end of this day. I doubt that. You speak fine. You're perfectly fine every time I talk to you. So I don't think it'll take that long. It'll probably be an hour or two of frustration. Just so you know, I had this thing happen to me when I was actually making my ClickFunnels interview. To get hired at ClickFunnels as even just a tech support agent, I had to make a 5-minute video explaining my knowledge about ClickFunnels and why I'm a good fit. And it took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to make a 5-minute video over and over and over and over. And a lot of it was perfectionism and a lot of it was analysis paralysis. I would stumble on a word or I would do a you know, I used to do that. An intellectual stammer that we learned since Barack Obama's presidency. So I would do those things and then I would hold myself to this super high standard and it was like, oh, well, that can't be right. That's not perfect. Russell doesn't say that, but yes, he does. Russell stammers all the time. Russell stutters all the time. Russell says and like all the time, constantly. So I just want you to pick up that phone and shoot it. Oh man, I said the wrong word. Oh, I didn't do it the way I wanted. Who cares? Delete it, pick it up and do it again. It's just a practice. And I feel, Tammy, I think, we'll see if I'm right or wrong, but I think after you do this for the day, a couple of hours, which is all it's going to take, I think tomorrow we may have a new hurdle come up. And I think tomorrow we may even deal with a little bit more fear. I'm just looking at my life and a lot of other people's lives that have done this same thing. But once you get that video, I'll be really interested to see what emotions you have, what feelings you have. So, having said that, as we look forwards just a little bit too, a lot of times as we're making these videos, we are having feelings and emotions, feelings of fear, feelings of what if they don't like it, feelings of if they don't like it, am I rejected? Does that mean they don't like me? And is it a failure on me? And a lot of times these things are kind of hidden down below and they're not really in front of our mind, but they are the things that our mind is focused on. So as you shoot these videos, I wanted to share that with you so you can only focus on the positive, only focus on the outcome that you desire. Tony Robbins has a really cool way to say this. He went to go drive race cars on a racetrack, like a real race car on a real racetrack, 200 miles an hour, the real thing. And when he was driving and setting up, the most important thing the instructor told him over and over and over and over again was focus on where you're going. Don't look at the wall, focus on where you're going. And Tony's like, oh, okay, yeah, I got you. So look at the road. Okay, instructor, I hear you loud and clear. But as soon as Tony went into the first turn with a little bit of speed, his head was drilled on the wall, focused on the thing he didn't want to hit. But when you look and focus on that thing, that is exactly where you go. So the instructor pushes his head, turns his head, naturally the wheel turns and the car starts going. So I just want you to, before you start shooting your video, Tammy, take 5 minutes in a quiet, dark place where you can think and be alone to yourself. And I want you to focus on where you're going. And when you pick up that phone, we think of nothing else. No walls, no fears, no family members, no friends. Only your customer and where you're going. Does that sound fair?
Dante, you have made me feel so much better already.
Nice. Love that.
I love, to me, you're my bingo guy.
Bingo.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
I feel much better. And I'll be here tomorrow to tell you how I'm doing.
Yes, that sounds absolutely perfect. I'm very confident you'll have that video. I'm also very confident we're going to go through a couple things today that you're going to want to talk about. So definitely come back tomorrow and I'll make sure to speak with you.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, Tammy. Really proud of you for tackling that. It's amazing. Okay. Whew. I love my job. I'm going to get tired of saying it one day, but that day is not today. I'll tell you what. You guys rock. That was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. Just seeing Sonia step down. I can go to 2. I can move around, let Tammy get help, and then look at the thing that Tammy needs help on. Such a hurdle, right? Such a roadblock. It's the inner things that really do hold us back. So again, Sonia, thank you. That was a beautiful, beautiful act that you just did. I love that. So it is currently 12:25 Eastern Standard Time. Sonia, please do hop back in at 2 o'clock. That session will be light, and I'll certainly be able to help you later on today. But you guys are amazing. I know I haven't been in the community, and I know we have a ton of stuff piling up there. I do have a window at like 4:30 today, I think, so I should be in there. But we just have more amazing stuff coming with OFA. Everything, like I keep saying, this is going to be an amazing year. So more stuff coming down the pipe. You guys just keep your ears and eyes open for that. But keep going exactly as you are. Take a training a day. Do every single thing that you can until you hit a roadblock or a hurdle. When you do hit a roadblock or a hurdle, notate it. Move on to something else. Keep taking steps forward. Trainings will get you over those hurdles and roadblocks and back to doing big things. This was awesome because you guys are awesome. Thank you for being with me today. I'll catch you